Okay, boy. First things first. We need to find your master. Now, let me have a look in the spell book and see if we can find him. Let's see. Finding gerbils? No. Finding llamas? No. Here we go. Finding dog owners. Let me see him. Shh. There's no one here except us chickens. What the? Pull yourself together, boy. What? Who was that? It's me, the wizard of the castle. I need your help. Okay. There's no one here but us chickens. We just. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm a chicken. Virtual slap. Oh. Again. Virtual slap. Oh. Okay. One more. Slap. Oh. Okay. I think that did it. What do you want me to do? Well, boy, I need you to do what you do best. Okay. Chicken? Slap! Okay, all right. Enough of the chickens. I need you to build and fortify the castle. Build? Yes, build. Build up your strength, cut down trees. Okay. You know, build walls. Oh, wait, before I go. What? One more thing I've got to do. No. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, good flea bag. Dear. Okay, alright, I'm focused now. Focus up. Chop chop, we've got a lot to do and not much time. Hurry up. Gotta get building. Fortify the grounds. Get building, fortify the grounds. Get building, fortify the grounds. Building, fortify the grounds. We can do this. Yes, well, this bit is carrying on a little bit too much. Maybe we should do it in a time lapse. Yes, that will do it. Time lapse activate. Right, well now that we have that fool kept busy, we need to find the brains of this alien. Give me sight. We know the brain isn't on the beast itself. There's something else controlling it. I saw something when I was down by the egg last time. Yes. Here it is, a strange structure, something that controls. Wait, there are more down here. There appears to be more the deeper we go. Wait. Yes, I think that's it. The brain. Okay. Well, at least now we know what we have to do. We have to send that fool Zinkberg down here. He must tackle the brain alone. He'll need strength potions and stamina. He's only got a week to get ready. It's not enough time. Wish us luck, boy. Wish us luck. Hey guys, my name's Zinkberg and welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play series. This is episode 18. I think we're up to episode 18, yes. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the story so far at the beginning. If you're finding it a little tedious, then I'll try and put some chapters in there so that you can skip through it. It must be bad if you're not into the story and things. It must be bad. But that's sort of what my channel's going to be. You know, it sort of has a bit of fun and makes fun of itself and does some different stuff with story and things. So now what you saw there was a little bit of a time lapse that unfortunately we missed the important part, which was all of this. So I thought I'll just take you on a tour. We've built a wall, so providing the village wasn't getting attacked by anyone taller than 3 blocks tall, or 2 blocks in a couple of little locations, we should be fairly right. This will all eventually be 2 walls thick all the way through here, and down, and sort of it doesn't keep ducks out, unfortunately. Chickens. They're chickens. Hey, chicken. Barb. No. Don't want to cop another virtual slap. So over here we're going to have, because there's a little pathway that goes through here into the rest of the world, we're going to have a little bit of a gateway here. So that'll be a thing, and there'll be a path coming up around here. So the plan here will be that this will all be part of a village. I've been trying to work out, so I've mentioned it in a couple of other videos, that one of the things I want to do, actually I can talk while I keep running along here. One of the things I want to do is start building in some different colours and things, because doing all the grey has got to me a little bit. And I was trying to work out the right way to do that. Do we do it in the industrial district, or do we do it, start a new area or whatever? And I thought, well, actually, it's crazy to not utilise this space, because this space here is a space that we can have as part of the village, and it can come down and around with lots of houses and shops and things like that that can go all the way over and sort of meet up with the starting base. So I thought that would be a cool thing. So from here on, we can actually take this path here. It's giving away a nice new build there. There's a little sort of watchtower thing going on here. I just like building big circles. And the wall's going to continue over. Again, there'll be more in here. We need to take out a whole heap of that, a whole heap of these trees and things all the way through here. And then coming over here, we've got the docks down to the left over here, which will, get a little bit further with. We're going to fix up all of this sort of stuff. I just wanted to get the basics of the wall in place, and we have space for a couple of ships. I didn't think it through too much with how shallow the water is around here. I don't know if I'll get that deeper, or whether I'll just make it deeper for when and if a ship finally decides to dock here. So we've got, you'll see the shulkers everywhere. I planted shulkers all the way around with all the mats that I would need for doing the walls and things like that. So here, I really like this, a couple of builds that are here. So we've got, over here we've got a little storage shed. So this will be for goods that have come in by ship. We'll go to to the storage shed here. I haven't done these type of ribs before. Yeah, just the shape of it. I kind of like it. It looks a bit weird at the moment. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Hang on a second. Okay, maybe that's a bit... There you go. That's a little bit different. I had a raid come in and I was doing lots of running around, and for some reason I started getting a little bit nauseous, and so I upped my field of view. It's a little bit of a tip if you didn't know, that if you up your field of view, it's a little bit less intensive on the move sort of thing. It's a bit smoother. So sorry, you've just done all of that with the field of view up higher, but it makes everything look a little bit funny. So yeah, so just a basic sort of storage shed. There's still more to do around here. It'll be, it's just got some basic, at the moment we're going with hay and barrels as my usual thing of having to go around and click on every barrel. The chain comes down through here. This will be, the idea being that there's a lift there to bring the goods up, and I guess this would slide back in theory if you're taking up to the second level. This thing here, this crane, I love this. It's a little short and I'm still undecided. I may extend it out a little bit further, in which case the counterweight will have to come back a little bit further. But I think this looks really cool. It's 98.2% my own design. I think I've left a bed down over here. We can have a bit of a snooze. Yeah, I'll take you into the inside of my head with Cheaty Cam and we can take a look. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've just got, where do we start? I guess, just around the base here is just a basic sort of thing. Oh, we left a block in there. I wanted to go with like I figured that you would have a wheel there to allow this to have momentum up and down, and then sort of a wheel around here that it enables it to sort of swing around and things. I'm still, as I said, I'm still not sure if I'm going longer. I feel like that's probably long enough. I think that it would sort of reach around to here, but basically you wouldn't lay this thing down on the boat itself. You would lay it down on the dock. So all it needs to do is sort of lift the goods up and then spin around and put them down over here, so they can be transported onto the into the storage shed over there. Yeah, so we've got some just put some trapdoors and things around and some fence posts around that just give it a bit of that usual thing that I like to do, a bit of depth and things like that. The iron bars underneath, I thought, gave it a bit of a more industrial sort of look. Just an upside down grindstone there that we don't look too closely, or we see that there's a gap in the chain. Just makes it look like it's sort of like a pulley sort of system, or a wheel, I guess, as much as we can, a wheel in here. And just a little platform here that we can load the goods onto, and then and then lift them and move them. I'm really chuffed with this. Oh, and the just having these are all andesite walls to give it sort of a concrete block sort of look, and then just stuck some trapdoors around the outside to make sure it's sort of being held on. I don't know what's stopping it from falling through. Well, of course it's locked in place by these pieces here on the side. Maybe they needed to go down around the other side too. I might take a look at that actually and see about doing that. But I'm really chuffed. I think that looks really good. And I'd like to say I don't like to blow my own horn, but I do like to blow my own horn. I think it looks good. There's nothing wrong with being proud of something you've done. So, over here we've just basically extended the path over into the pond sort of area here. This won't be the main focus. The idea of linking it up that way was really only it felt a bit funny to have the path stop there and come over to here, sort of starting. The main focus will be the direction that it takes from here out and around, or from over here out and around, because that will become the main pathway. And I think, looking at this, and I don't know how far I can go with this free cam, but this will give you a bit of an idea. So the idea will be that the road or pathway will sort of come around and sweep around up over here, and take a fairly natural progression down here. There'll be some buildings around this area here. There'll probably be some defences as we go along the wall at some point as well. Just because I've done a few towers there, it's probably more important out that way because we're facing out to the ocean and things. But you don't want to be able to let people in sneaky little boats and things like that. So it'll sweep down and around like this, and then the main path will probably come down a little bit closer to here, around, and follow around until it gets to there. Then the pathway will become smaller and work its way back up to here. If I do it the way I sort of see it in my head, these types of buildings, or this style of building and things, there might be one or two of them around here, and then as it comes down past this point, it'll start to blend into some different areas. In my head, I see it that sort of we're going to have classes. So this is, even though this is the starter area, and I quite intentionally tried to make it a little bit of a progression out of stone and wood, but basically that the supplies as they were available were what we used, right? So we didn't use any copper or anything before we got a mine in place over there, because it didn't make sense to me to do that. I mean, it makes, what's the word? So it makes logical sense because you don't have copper to build the roof, so therefore you can't build the roof anyway. But from a sort of, I guess, a lore perspective, I find that a good way to sort of do things, is to say, well, we didn't have access to copper because there was no mine shaft. So once that was up, then that gave us license to use some copper. We really didn't use iron anywhere in any of these builds over here until we had this blacksmith sort of area built up, and he managed to have the iron used, and then it was okay to use iron if I needed to anywhere else. Perhaps where that fell apart was on the castle itself, because the laws down here of this area didn't need to apply up there. The castle is an entity unto itself, and realistically the castle probably would have been the thing that this town was built around anyway. So anyway, that's my sort of thought process with all of that. So we'll be going into like classes, being that as we head over this way, this area will be a much higher class. So I'd like to do some buildings that are a little bit different, and certainly a lot more colours and things like that. I have to watch that, the way that I come off those stairs there. But so that's where we're going. I have made this promise before. I promise you guys we're going to there'll be a lot more sort of time lapses and things, and of me doing what needs to happen over in this area here. I don't like that so much of what I do, I get so involved in it, and I sort of forget that there's an audience that would probably enjoy to see a little bit of what I do. So yeah, I get so caught up, and I just start building and building and building, and then forget to share. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. So we will have a bit more of that. The other thing that I promise you, I am going to build some diagonal housing. I have been doing some work on that in my flat world, in my test world in creative mode, and I think I've got a way around it now that makes a lot of sense. Part of it is that I was trying to go too diagonal, so there's no need to. Anyway, I don't need to go into all of that right now. You'll see that. I would imagine in the next episode, I'm going to have either an episode of me beeping out every second word as I swear profusely at the camera for something that's still not working, or we're going to have some diagonal buildings, and I think that's the way it's going to go. So thanks again for joining me, guys. Thanks for your patience. I'm sorry this one was a little bit later. Sometimes real life gets in the way, and this week's been a bit of a tough one, going through some stuff personally, and yeah, it just occasionally that sort of thing's going to happen. So yeah, anyway, it's still Friday. I'm still going to get the video out. It'll probably be Saturday before I do. But yeah, I thank you guys for joining me again. We do the thing, yeah. I love you all to death. Thank you so much for all your support. If you do enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I really enjoy having every one of you here, and I would enjoy for there to be more, but I'm so happy that there's such a group of you that are so loyal to what I do. It means the world to me, and particularly in weeks like this that have been difficult, it means a lot to know that people are sharing in what I do. That makes me feel really good. So thank you guys so much. Love you all. Have a great week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.